Hey everyone, this is Josh Smith with Notebooks.com. Today I want to show you how I work. And like most people, I need a desk. But unlike most people, I use a sit-stand desk. So right now I'm standing at my desk. I have a keyboard tray that comes out. This is the ErgoTron WorkFit-D. Now I've tried the WorkFit-C, which is a cart that looks pretty much like something you'd expect to see in a hospital. And I've used the WorkFit-S, which attaches to another desk and gives you an adjustable monitor and keyboard arm, which I really like, but I missed having a place to put all this stuff that I keep around when I work. Enter the WorkFit-D. This retails for about $900, not including the monitor mount. What I like about this, it offers various levels of adjustment. So I can move it all the way down, keep going, to an incredibly low position. Normally I don't work that low, so if I bring it up, there are locks every few inches, and I found that the range of motion is very good. I do wish it could go maybe just an inch higher for the keyboard some days, but for the most part I really like where this keyboard tray goes. Some adjustment on the keyboard tray might fix that whole issue. The desk, if you prefer, you can go without a keyboard tray and work right up at the desk, lower the desk, bring your monitors up. Here we have the LX monitor arm, dual monitor arms. Retails for, I believe, about $350. You can find it for around $200 online. And what I like about this is I can position my monitors pretty much however I want. These monitors, the backs are a little flimsy. Otherwise, you can do a little bit more articulation this way, and we can also rotate if we need a vertical oriented monitor. Now, one of the other great things about this is I can actually move this back here, put a laptop up here. So I have all of this space that I'm used to with a regular desk. So I don't have that same trade-off. And because I use this keyboard tray, which is an optional add-on, I can keep this area free and clear for, my coffee, different iPad styluses, a moleskin notebook for taking notes, and my iPad can sit up here too. So this is the ErgoTron WorkFit-D, a $900 sit-stand desk. Now, you might be saying, that's pretty expensive for a desk. Well, go shopping for a desk, and I guarantee you're going to find some pretty expensive desks. For what you get out of this, it's just wonderful compared to a regular desk. I don't stand all day. Typically I spend the afternoon standing, and because of that, I'm more active. It's easier to get through that afternoon, dip in productivity, because you can turn up your music, you can kind of move to the music instead of sitting there. What I've done over the past few days is I've tracked my activity with a Nike Fuel Band, and I found that roughly with the same amount of activity, I'm about 20% more active, even if I just use this for 1 hour. Now, the Fuel Band isn't scientific, according to some people, but in the week I've spent with it, it's been pretty good at figuring out when I'm active and when I'm not. So, what I've noticed is I'm definitely more active when I stand because I move around, I'm more animated. If I'm on a video conference, it's easier to stand and take notes, pay attention, much more engaged. And that's why I really like the WorkFit-D. It addresses most of my complaints with previous ErgoTron WorkFit stations. The only real issue I'd like to see, currently, because my monitors have power bricks, they're hanging along the sides down here, and that's kind of a pain when you're moving them up and down. I'd really like to see some cord management built into the back end of this, maybe even a surge protector, so I can plug everything in, clip the wires to the bottom, so I only have one wire really going out to an outlet that needs to be the right length. And they can even build that cord into the base station. Another thing that's nice, while there is a little bit of play here, much less so than with previous models. It's very sturdy, very easy to assemble, has a wide base that really keeps it where it needs to be. And you can keep your computer up here, as I have with a Mac Mini and some speakers, or you can put it other places. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could mount it to the bottom. In addition to being more productive, being a little bit more active, a lot of studies have shown that standing while you work is healthier. There's just numerous health benefits to not sitting in a chair all day. So I invite you to head over to notebooks.com, check out our review of the WorkFit-D and learn how you can get started with some do-it-yourself sit-stand desk to figure out if it's right for you.